Today on NewsCenter, take a look at the Rowan County Community Blood Drive, learn about the Fabrications art exhibit, and see how MSU promoted positivity on campus with their Much More Love campaign. All this and more now on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Mary Dameron. Here's what's making headlines for October 22nd, 2015.
We start tonight in Prestonsburg, where an officer has been shot and a man is now in custody. Kentucky State Police have made an arrest in an officer-involved shooting in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. KSP says that on Tuesday, Prestonsburg police were in a pursuit with 28-year-old Robert Powers from Auxier. They say the chase led to a home in Abbott Creek, where Powers ran from officers. KSP says when he was confronted, Powers refused to comply with verbal demands. An officer tried to use his taser on Powers, but it was not effective, and Powers allegedly pulled a gun out and shot Officer Adam Dixon. Investigators say officers returned fire on Powers. He barricaded himself inside the home and was eventually arrested several hours later. Powers was taken to Highlands Regional Medical Center, where he is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries due to gunshot wounds. He is charged with attempted murder of a police officer. Officer Dixon was flown to Huntington, West Virginia Hospital, where he is in stable condition.
4 members of the Kansas-based church, Westboro Baptist, picketed outside the Rowan County Courthouse on Monday morning. The group said they came to Moorhead to protest against County Clerk Kim Davis, citing her multiple divorces and claiming hypocrisy. After picketing at the courthouse for about a half hour, the church members drove down Main Street and raised their signs in front of the Moorhead State Police Station. A couple dozen students gathered around the protesters, but remained mostly silent as the church members sang and spread their anti-gay message. The group was adamant about the objection to MSU's Alliance program. There was heavy police presence both at the courthouse and on campus, but thankfully the protest remained peaceful and there was no need for police to intervene.
When the reports that Westboro Baptist Church had planned to picket the university, the Student Government Association planned Much More Love Day on campus to spread love and light in an effort to cancel out what they called the hate and darkness that had been brought to campus. NewsCenter's Chad Hedrick joins us from the NewsCenter newsroom with more. Chad?
That's right. Hashtag Much More Love was spread all across MSU's campus Monday in response to Westboro Baptist's presence outside the entrance of campus early Monday morning. Members of the Student Government Association and the Rowan County Rights Coalition set up outside of ADUC to spread love, pass out candy and buttons, and even give hugs to anyone who wanted one. For April Miller, the day was all about spreading love and support.
I'm here to celebrate love and look at passing out hugs and showing that Moorhead and Moorhead State and our community is more about love than the other perspective that's being shown on the other side of campus.
Hashtag Much More Love came to be after MSU's Student Government Association decided to make good out of what they felt to be a bad situation when reports that Westboro Baptist Church had planned to picket campus.
Once they contacted us and said that they wanted to be on campus, we decided that we were going to put a positive spin on things, and we don't believe in saying their name because that gives them power, and we don't want to give them any more press than they deserve, which is none. So we just decided we were going to, instead of holding a counter protest next to them, we decided we were going to get on campus here and do something good on campus.
However, it wasn't just about showing love and support to the LGBTQ community, but to raise money for the Student Hardship Assistant Resource Exchange Foundation, also known as SHARE, which helps students during hard times such as economic, health, or family emergencies. A donation of any size got you a t-shirt with the phrase, Much More Love on it.
I think a lot of people were surprised that we were doing this. It was really last minute, us throwing this whole thing together. So I think it's been really positive. People were just pleasantly surprised with it and really just kind of see what's kind of sprung up and what we're doing for today.
Taking a negative and making it a positive. Now, there's no word on how much money SGA raised for the Share Foundation, but they did tell me they were very pleased with the response and outcome. In the NewsCenter newsroom, I'm Chad Hedrick. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chad. Students may either personally apply to receive support from the Share Fund, or another student may nominate a fellow Eagle who they know is in need of temporary assistance. To apply or nominate a student, download the application by visiting moreheadstate.edu/sharefund.
This past Friday, students found a way to exercise and raise money for a great cause. The event raised more than $5,000. NewsCenter reporter Nick Oliver has the story.
Organizations gather inside Jane Stadium for a mission to raise money for cancer research. The event is called Relay for Life. Organizations will walk around the track all night long in support for cancer research.
Relay for Life is a fundraiser put through the American Cancer Society. It's to raise money for cancer research, awareness, and funding for just the American Cancer Society in general. We honor people that are survivors, people that were caregivers to the survivors, and those that we've lost to the disease of cancer.
I caught up with cancer survivor Liza Angelicchio to hear the importance of Relay for Life.
It's important because it's bringing awareness to the situation. So that's great that we have all this money that's being raised, but the fact that people know about it and are helping the cause is even better. So I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for events like this that fund all the research and the doctors. It's amazing. It's great. I never felt defeated. We knew that I was going to be okay. There was no doubt that things were going to take a turn for the worse. So we just have to stay strong and believe that you'll get through it and come out on top.
Relay for Life is a yearly event, and I've already spoke to the event coordinator who says they're already planning for next year. For NewsCenter, I'm Nick Oliver.
Morehead State University hosted global futurist Jack Aldrich at its President's Performing Arts and Speakers program last Thursday in Button Auditorium. NewsCenter's Courtney Howell joins us with more.
Renowned global futurist Jack Aldrich spoke at the 2015 Presidential Speaker Series hosted by Morehead State University's College of Business and Technology.
As we approach the future, the one thing we all need to keep in mind is what we don't know. As experts, as students, we focus on attaining knowledge, but the world of information that we don't know always will be much greater than what we do know. But if you can always keep in the top of your mind how little you actually know, it's going to keep you curious, it's going to keep you open-minded, and the future is going to take place in this area of that which we don't yet know.
Please welcome Jack Aldrich.
Aldrich told students that the key to the future is to unlearn the past.
As the world moves through these trends, we learned something during the first era, but as we move into the exponential era, we're going to have to unlearn a lot of the things that we think we know.
So we can have a successful future.
Aldrich had 7 words of advice to give to the students at Morehead State University.
Give up on answers, stick with questions.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Courtney Howe.
A pair of Morehead State University chemistry students recently made almost perfect scores on a national standardized organic chemistry exam. The students, Nick Alcorn and Josh Carty, scored within the 100th percentile on the American Chemical Society full-year organic chemistry standardized final exam. Dr. Mark Blankenbuehler, Associate Professor of Chemistry, said, "It's been at least 20 years, if ever, at MSU since students at MSU scored so well on the test." Carty, a senior biomedical sciences major from Salyersville, answered 69 of 70 questions correctly. Alcorn, a senior biomedical sciences major from Morehead, answered 67 of 70 questions correctly. Coming up, Michael Jane is in the NewsCenter Weather Center, and Kenzie Thompson has your Eagle Athletics update. Stick around.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna...
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus.
and all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada,
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity.
I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Michael Jane. Now taking a look at our weather. Right now in Moorhead it is sunny and 73 degrees, sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky right now. Taking a look at our record temperatures right now. Back in 1947 we had a high of 85. Back in 1987 we had a low of 26. And our normal high for this time of the year is 64 degrees and our normal low is around 44 degrees for this time of the year. Taking a look at our current temperatures. Over in Owensboro, we have 81 degrees. We have 78 in Bowling Green. Looking at the other side of the state, we have 75 in Prestonsburg and 72 down in Harlan. Our current radar right now is clear, other than two tiny little showers we have down south of Bowling Green. But other than that, we're looking at beautiful skies right now. Our 24-hour planner. Around 8 p.m. tonight, it's going to be in the upper 60s, but it's going to be pretty nice out. 11 p.m. it's going to be about 60 degrees, so dropping a little more. A few clouds are going to roll in. Around 7 a.m. tomorrow it's going to be in the low 50s, so you're definitely going to want to grab a jacket on your way to class. Around 5 p.m. tomorrow it's rising up into the upper 70s, so very hot for this time of the year. And around 8 p.m. tomorrow we're looking at a high of 69 degrees with a few breezes. Now we're going to send it over to Kinsey Thompson with sports.
Moorhead State women's soccer team fell to Murray State University when they competed for the #1 spot in the OVC tournament at Jane Stadium last Thursday. Murray State came out strong in the first half with an early goal from their sophomore forward, Harriet Withers, in the 9th minute. Eagles fought hard to answer back to the Racers in the second half, but the Racers scored their second and final goal to win the game at 2-0. Moorhead's freshman forward, Danny Wilson, searched for multiple attempts to score with 3 shot attempts overall, but couldn't pull through. She says that the team struggled at times, but still played their hardest. NewsCenter caught up with her to find out more.
Here we go, score! Yes,
I think we started out a little bit slow in the first half. You know, when we come out slow and they score on us early, and, you know, we just didn't play very well in the first half. And we came out the second half, and Coach told us that we played a whole lot better. You know, we stepped it up. We were faster on the ball. We played smarter. We played stronger. We just couldn't finish. And Coach kept saying that our youth showed tonight, and we do. We play a lot of freshmen out there on the field. But I definitely think that tonight was a learning experience, and so hopefully we'll get better from there. There are definitely a lot of things that I could improve on, but I'm not going to let it hold me back or get me down. We have another road game this weekend. We need to get another conference win, so we'll just go out and have a good practice tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll play a little bit better on Sunday. I think our lack of talking on the field got us down a lot. You know, we started screaming at each other, at the referees. The refereeing wasn't the best this game, but that shouldn't be an excuse for how we play or anything like that. But when your coach is screaming at the referees, the players are screaming at the referees, and everybody's just screaming, it just gets really hectic. And I think that's where we need a lot of our leaders to step up and just kind of calm everybody down. So I think our vocals can definitely be improved. Definitely play better than what we did this game. Have better communication on and off the field with our teammates, with our coaches, to the referees as well. Definitely be just more courteous of our teammates ourselves, and then play better like that.
Despite their loss to Murray State, the women's soccer team was able to extend their road winning streak to 3 games after beating the Austin Peay Governors 2-1 this past Sunday. In the 57th minute of the second half, senior Kim Golden was able to score her first goal of the season. Moments later, senior midfielder Macy Coots received an assist from freshman Abby Trim to give the Eagles the lead at 2-1. With 3 matches remaining, MSU moves back into a tie for second place with Tennessee Tech in the Ohio Valley Conference. Eagles return to Jane Stadium for a 2-match homestand tonight against Southeast Missouri at 7 p.m. and UT Martin on Sunday at 1 p.m. The Morehead State ladies volleyball team will take on in-conference opponent Jacksonville State tomorrow. Eagles faced the Gamecocks last Saturday and were able to win in 4 matches. After losing the first match, the Eagles were able to come back and win 3 straight matches. Freshman Meredith Jewell led the way with 21 kills. NewsCenter Mike Jackson spoke to Jewell to get her thoughts on what it will take to beat the Gamecocks again.
I think our team's biggest strength is our team chemistry and how we get along with one another. We really have a strong offense. I think that we can improve on our defense, but our offense and our team chemistry are definitely our biggest team strengths. In order to beat Jacksonville State, I think we really have to pick up our defense on their pin hitters, and we have to play a good offense like we have all year, really challenge their defense. Jacksonville State has a very good outside and right side. They definitely have big pin hitters. Their defense struggles a little bit, so I think we can challenge that, and that's how we're going to beat them again this weekend. In order to win the OVC championship, we have to continue to improve on our defense and our block and keep our offense up like it has been. I think our definite strength is our offense. We have good pin hitters and good middle hitters, and we have to continue to keep that up to par. And we also have to improve to work on our defense, especially on middle hits.
Eagles will be in action tomorrow at home at 7 p.m. Make sure to come out and support your Lady Eagles. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. Which soccer player was awarded her second OVC Offensive Player of the Week? Is it A, Caitlin Murphy, B, Shelby Sanders, C, Danny Wilson, or D, Lauren Duffy?
No, I think it's C, Danny Wilson.
I'm going to go with A, Caitlin Murphy.
I'll go with D.
Well, it is C, Danny Wilson. And, I've seen her play a couple times, and she's really, really, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's really quick and plays really hard, and it's fun to watch. So.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Kenzie. After the break, we'll have an extended look at weather with Michael.
Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. Now taking an extended look at weather. Currently in Morehead, it is 73 degrees and sunny. Like I said before, not a cloud in the sky right now. Humidity is at 46%, and the winds are west at 7 miles per hour. Taking a look at our 24-hour planner again. 8 p.m. tonight, temperature is going to be in the high 60s. It's going to be pretty nice out. Around 11 p.m., we're going to drop into the low 60s, upper 50s. A few clouds are going to roll in. 7 a.m. tomorrow, it's going to be in the low 50s, so definitely grab a jacket on your way to class. Tomorrow, about 5 p.m., the temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s. So it's going to be pretty hot for this time of the year. You should just need a t-shirt, no long sleeve shirt, but you should be pretty nice for tomorrow. And around 8 p.m. tomorrow, temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s with a breeze coming in. Our current temperatures, we have 81 degrees over in Owensboro, 78 down in Bowling Green. The other side of the state, we have 72 degrees in Harlan and 75 in Prestonsburg right now. Our current radar, not a cloud in the sky. It's clear right now. It's beautiful out. It feels great. Taking a look at our national radar, there is quite a bit going on. As you can see here in the middle of the country, there's a lot of rain. We're having a lot of flooding problems, especially down in Texas. You can see all those watches and warnings. They're in a state of emergency right now, so there's a lot of flooding going on. As far as the rest of the state, there's a little bit of showers in northern Ohio and up around New York and Maine, but as far as the south and the southeast, it's pretty clear right now, so it's going to stay pretty nice for a little while. Tonight's forecast is clear. There's a 0% chance of rain. The low is 49 degrees, and the sun is going to set around 7 p.m. Tomorrow's forecast is partly cloudy. We have a high of 78, so very warm for this time of the year. Sunrise is around 8 a.m., so we're looking pretty good for tomorrow. We're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast right now. Tomorrow, Friday, is going to be in the upper 70s, 75 degrees, mostly sunny. And for the rest of the week, you can see that we're not looking too good. Saturday, we have rain. We have a 60% chance with highs in the lower 70s. Sunday's dropping down to highs in the lower 60s, so it's going to start getting pretty chilly. A 40% chance of rain. Monday, we have rain as well, a high of 59 degrees, and it's going to start getting pretty chilly out. Tuesday and Wednesday, also more chance of rain, high of 64 degrees, and a high on Wednesday of 59 degrees. And Thursday, we're topping out with more rain with a high of 50 degrees.
Yeah, those cold airs are coming in. We did get a notification from MSU Housing Office that the AC will be turned off tomorrow in our dorms, and the transition to heat will start on Monday and be completed by next Friday. So hopefully we'll get some warm air in our rooms.
Absolutely. It's been a little cold in the mornings. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, right.
Thank you. All right, well, more news after this.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
MSU is learning.
School spirit.
Teamwork. MSU is Greek. MSU is diverse.
Historical.
Beautiful.
MSU is educational.
Fitness.
It's hands-on.
MSU is the sound. MSU is art.
MSU is potential.
MSU is much more.
A blood drive was hosted at Round County Public Library Tuesday. NewsCenter reporter Jacob Valerio visited the library to learn more.
We're having a blood drive here. We usually have them every 2 to 3 months here at the library. We have about, about 30 people that usually come out to donate. We have about 10 people signed up. We have a lot of people that come in. They know about the event because we're here every 2 months. So our center calls them, lets them know we're here, and they show up. We have a big team that we send out all over the place. We have different blood drives all over the place. We probably have about 5 or 6 blood drives today, and there's always a need for blood. So if you can come out to donate, it'd be awesome.
Well, I donate blood regularly. I sometimes donate blood to the American Red Cross because I donated to them for years. It's an easy thing to do. If you've got an hour time in your day, go sit down and relax and have an extra piece of food when you get done.
A new art exhibition opened in the Claypool Young Art Gallery last Thursday that features contemporary paintings, found object assemblage, and installation artworks. NewsCenter was able to speak with the gallery director, Jennifer Reese, about the exhibit.
This exhibition is a traveling show called Fabrications that was organized by the Virginia Commonwealth University, and it's sort of a play on the idea of fabric and fabricating something. So we have 7 artists in the show who are from LA, from Asheville, North Carolina, from Virginia, and they're all sort of playing off of this idea of actually making something with fabric or referring to fabric or sort of fabricating with fabric. I was contacted by a professor at Virginia Commonwealth University to see if we would be interested in hosting the show. Most of the places that are hosting this exhibition they're all in other states, so like Indiana, Virginia, I believe North Carolina. So I'd worked with some artists in this show in prior exhibitions, and they kind of knew about our gallery and that it was a professionally run space. It was large enough to hold these artworks, and some of these artworks are quite large, and they can't just go in a space that's got like maybe 10 or 12 foot ceilings because they're much bigger than that. So I was contacted to see if it would be a good fit, and I said yes. So we sort of got on their schedule for that. It's going to be here through the Tuesday before Thanksgiving break. Then the gallery sort of gets ready for our annual student and faculty art and craft sale called the Craft Bazaar, where we pack up this show, we sort of consolidate everything and get it ready to take it on the road again. And then the space is sort of, I won't say overrun, but heavily populated with primarily students and some faculty who are selling sort of holiday gifting appropriate art and craft objects.
While Fabrications closes on Tuesday, November 24th, the gallery is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and is free and open to the public.
Morehead State University's Office of Housing captured a number of statewide awards during the annual Kentucky Association of Housing Officers Conference, which was hosted by St. Catherine College. KAHO is an organization which has a membership comprised of every college or university in the Commonwealth with a residential population. Director of Housing and Residence Education, Dr. Chris Summerlin, was the recipient of the Ruth Ann Howard Service Award. The award is given for outstanding service to KAHO and their institution. Alan Rucker, who is the Assistant Director of Residence Education, received the Unbridled Spirit Award. The award is given to a recipient for significant and lasting contributions and service to his or her institution while embodying an unbridled spirit and service for the betterment of his or her institution, state, region, or the profession in general. Other winners were Aaron Edwards for the Bert Horan Regional Entry-Level Institute Scholarship, Jimmy Martin for the Southeastern Association of Housing Officers Corporate Scholarship, Rob Sparks for the Kentucky Association of Housing Officers Service Award, and Emily Hall for the Kentucky Association of Housing Officers Student Staff Member of the Year.
The Round County Veterans Museum and the old Morehead Jail escaped demolition after the decision to keep the buildings was made by the Round County Physical Court on Tuesday. Morehead State University was proposing to purchase the properties as part of their campus renovation plan and their planned expansion to the Adrian Doran University Center. The university had plans to pay to have a new Veterans Museum built closer to the Round County Art Center. If the plan to demolish the buildings continued, MSU planned to expand the street behind ADUC to diminish traffic, improve parking, and create a more welcoming feel to the west end of campus. MSU President Dr. Wayne Andrews says he's excited the fiscal court made a commitment to improve the properties. He continued to say the buildings will be appropriate for the uses that the people in the community want and preserve the buildings that people think are historically significant. The decision to keep the buildings in their original place has not hindered the renovations to ADUC.
That's all the news tonight. You can find all of our information on Facebook and Twitter pages.
And as always, catch every NewsCenter episode at msutv.net.
On behalf of Michael Jane with the weather, Kenzie Thompson with sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Jacob Miller.
And I'm Mary Dameron. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.